You can't expect to find your identity in other people. Hello beautiful people, welcome or welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Today's video is more of a reflective video. Let's have a talk, let's have a conversation about something that has been going on for the past few weeks. So we're going to talk today on the channel. I really want to talk to you guys and check in and see how everyone is doing, because as of today I've officially passed the halfway point in the 75 hard for content creation challenge, which is more like 12 weeks, but 75 hard is more of what like everybody knows about. It's a concept that most people know of as opposed to 12-week year. Basically, we're on day 43 of 84 days, and I plan this little check-in for us to see how far I've come and kind of like reflect on the past 6 weeks as they have gone by. I also plan to give like quantifiable numbers on how much we've grown, but also talk about the development and the process through this entire journey and reaching this halfway point. Obviously, there will be a kind of like a recap at the end of the entire challenge, which will be later in the year. But in the next 6 weeks, we're going to have a video like this again, and we're going to talk about like the entire journey in its entirety. So this check-in is kind of like to see the quantifier numbers, how much I've grown, what has happened so far. I know a lot of the content and the content creation space on like YouTube usually deals with a lot of quantifiable numbers, so I have those for you just in case that's what you're here for. And basically what I've learned on these individual platforms, just seeing basically what I've learned in the past few weeks of posting and everything else that has come with the journey of posting every single day. So let's not waste any more time and let's get right into it. So the 75 hard content creation challenge that I've dedicated myself to for 12 weeks. I committed to posting 7 days a week on my 3 main platforms, which is Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. That's short form content. So that's one short form video every single day of the week, having to post on all 3 platforms every single day. There's also a caveat of me posting on YouTube every day in October because of October. So that's 2 YouTube videos every day, one long form and one short form in the month of October. So that also adds up to the analytics for the month of October and also to the challenge in itself. So what you're probably here for, it's been 6 weeks of you posting every single day. So what have you learned? The thing about 6 weeks is it's very long and very short, same breath, because 6 weeks is a month and a half, which is not really a lot of time, but is also still a lot of time in the grand scheme of things. But in reality, I don't really know what I expected from this challenge. The truth is that my major goal for this 75 hard was to be able to post consistently. The goal of me exercising that muscle of posting every day and creating content and posting even when I don't feel like it was the major goal for me embarking on the 75 hard. And that was a priority above everything else. So 6 was not a long time, but when I looked at the numbers to record this video, it was kind of a little discouraging. But when I take a step back and look at the overall picture and the overarching narrative or the overarching theme of the entire thing, it makes me realize how far I've come, even if the numbers in itself do not reflect that exactly. Like I said, I had to remind myself that the entire point of this thing was exercising dedication to the craft of creating content and to the craft of actually showing up for yourself every single day. So zooming out and taking a scope of everything else. So far I've posted 43 short form videos in the past 6 weeks, as well as actually I think over 17 YouTube videos in the past 6 weeks. With the addition of October into the 75 hard, there's an added element of creating long form YouTube videos that has also shown a lot of progress in my content creation. So let's look at the numbers. On Instagram, from my start date to October 12th, I had over 31,913 views and I reached over 15,000 accounts. So that's over 2,400 more percent more accounts reached than in like the previous months. As for followers, I gained 4% more followers than the previous months, than before September 1st. And I have a net follower growth of 28 followers. That has reduced because I did remove some people today on my Instagram because they were inactive accounts. And I'm trying to like remove people that do not engage so that I can have people that actually authentically engage with my content. And this process has been kind of freeing because it's like, oh, am I going to reduce my numbers just because I want to remove people that don't engage? Yes, I am. Because at the end of the day, they're not really helping and then they're actually they're hindering my growth. So bye. I actually had 55 people follow me and 27 people unfollow me in this span of this period. And that's actually really crazy because the numbers don't look like they're going anywhere, but besides like one or two people. But when you look at the analytics, it shows that people followed you because they liked your content, but there are also people that unfollowed you because they probably don't resonate with your content anymore, or they don't remember why they followed you in the first place. So that's okay. On TikTok, on the other hand, I gained over 21K views and over 2,211 likes, 198 comments, and 19 shares. In terms of followers, I gained 36 net followers. As for YouTube, I gained, so this is just like 28 days, the past 28 days from me recording this day because YouTube only shows you in the 7, 28, and you can't really do custom dates for you to be able to check analytics. So I have over 10K views the past 28 days and 56.6 hours of watch time. I also have 28 more subscribers in the past 28 days. So that basically equates like one subscriber a day. And I currently am at 251 subscribers on this lovely platform. Kisses all. That's me being halfway to 500. Starting the month of September, I think originally I took a screenshot of when I first started posting. At the beginning of this challenge, I had 213 subscribers on YouTube. That's good progress. And honestly, I've seen my most growth on like every platform in terms of subscribers, followers, and views for the most part from YouTube. And I think YouTube is at the point where TikTok was in 2020 and where Instagram was a few years ago when it comes to pushing out video content because YouTube is pushing out a lot of videos. It's more of trial and error on YouTube to figure out what will work in terms of the YouTube algorithm. Well, it gives equal opportunity to everyone. I've had the most unexpected videos go really viral because I made a video the other day of me making strawberry matcha latte for the first time, and no sound, no me talking, just a short clip and for like trending audio, and I got over 2K views for me just making a matcha latte. And honestly, it's more of trial and error because people like to see things like that. So I like to see it, so I'm not even surprised. Overall, when I zoom out and look at the past 6 weeks, I've learned a lot and I've grown a lot in terms of posting and my dedication to content creation. And I'm proud of myself for what I've accomplished, honestly. For many of us that want to be content creators, we really want the end result of what being a content creator provides you: the money, the PR, the confidence of saying that you're an influencer, be it X, Y, and Z amount of followers. But we need to remember that the people that we admire that are in that position of being influencers and walking into these rooms and being recognized have built it brick by brick. They didn't just wake up with over 300,000 followers or 300,000 subscribers on YouTube. They worked every single day to get there. Some faster than others, but they still worked to get where they are. They went through the same process of self-doubt and getting those that we are going through right now. So when I look back at the numbers and I reflect, I'm proud of things that I have done to get where I am and for committing to something so difficult but also sticking through it even when I didn't really feel like doing it. Even when I felt like taking a little nap during the day or going to sleep at night at a reasonable hour because I'm busy editing a video that I want to go out. I'm growing and it may not be at the rate that I expected, but it's still good nonetheless because I'm seeing the result of my hard work. And it may not be at the fast pace that you probably imagine it, but it's still something to be proud of. Like I've said in my previous video, it's like it takes 10 years to become an overnight success. And that's something I firmly believe, because you have to put in the work every single time, every single day to skyrocket overnight. Like I said, I always comment on people's posts like, world is just going to catch up to your greatness at some point, because you're doing the work in secret now, and people might think, oh, she just like came out and she blew up on the scene, but they don't realize the work that you put in to get where you were, to be discovered and to be found and to be seen for then. So what have I personally learned from each platform? If you want large amount of views, kind of like, I will not really say viral, but like somewhat semi-viral kind of activities when it comes to posting short form content, I would say we could do that on YouTube. YouTube is at the point where you're pushing out their short form content. They also recently announced an update where they would be adding a 3 minute feature to short form videos on YouTube. So that's a welcome development, because I'm tired of my videos putting out at 60 seconds. As it pertains to Instagram, what I've seen the most success on my channel for videos have been like aesthetic, short form, like really quick content or day in life videos. I've also seen good numbers on that on TikTok, but I feel like TikTok is more of a highly edited, highly visual kind of platform, sort of like YouTube when it comes to long form content. But for that, on like a short form vertical format channel. So all these things I'm saying are really going to be put to the test later on, because I do have like some plans to film specific content for these platforms and see how well they do. But that will probably be in like our last 30 days of this challenge, because by then I will be done with Vlogtober and I'll be able to focus on like editing short form content, because I already plan to film my last 30 days long form videos during this Vlogtober period, so that when the month is over and I am no longer doing Vlogtober and don't really feel like editing long form content, I can focus my energy more on editing the short form content videos that I have planned. As for mindsets in all this, I think it's important to realize that your worth isn't really tied to the number of people that follow you. It's more of the work that you put into it, because the amount of work I've put into my content in the past few weeks has really given me confidence to say, okay, I really enjoy this, creating this, or I really enjoy creating that. And the fact that I'm actually even creating the content and putting the content out there, I've been able to learn how to like recycle videos into different formats, because I posted a video of me doing my skincare like a training style, and it did very average on YouTube. But I posted that same video, removed the sound and just the ASMR sound of my skincare routine, and that video did really well, over 1,000 views on YouTube. So it's just trial and error and understanding that the way a video performs doesn't really affect your worth at the end of the day, but also not internalizing the results of the work that you've put in, because there's a video I did that I put so much effort into editing that video, and the video didn't really perform well. So I'm like, and I wasn't really bothered, because I was like, yeah, this is part of the period. We're learning, we're growing, we're understanding how things are working, and we're not really bothered by the fact that it didn't do how well we wanted. And sometimes it might hurt, but like when you realize that it's all part of the growth process, you shouldn't really let things get to you like that. You kind of understand that it's life goes on, life goes on at the end of the day. But yeah, that's probably it for this video. I will check in with you again in another 6 weeks at the end of this challenge, so we can see how far we've come from then. Well, yeah, let me know what you think. How has your content creation been going? How have you seen? What do you think works best on what platforms? Like, let's have a conversation. Let's talk.